Hey everybody, welcome to Comics from the Future. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and this is our big show where we show you some of the biggest and best books that you can pre-order by this weekend. So head on over to infinityflux.net right now. You can start making your pre-orders that way. When these books come out in a few weeks, you don't have to worry about them selling out. You will already have yours spoken for and claimed. This is another big show, some big number ones, and a lot of really cool stuff. So let us not tarry. Let's
not dilly-dally.
Let's venture forth into the unknown. Starting with
Click this over. Yep.
Prime Comic pre-orders. We're fine over here. How are you?
This is X-Men of Apocalypse Alpha. So this is written by Jeff Loeb and the art is by Simone DeMeo. And you may recognize some of these characters from the original Age of Apocalypse storyline because this is the 30th anniversary of that storyline. It came back out in 1995. And this takes place in the direct aftermath of the finale of the original Age of Apocalypse. So it's one of those, it's almost like one of the retro series from Marvel, but it's not, well, I guess it more or less is. And the mission of the X-Men from that world is to save their world. And they are going to venture into the main Marvel universe where they're going to come into conflict. I was thinking conflict and contact. Conflict with their classic counterparts from the 616 universe, forever impacting both teams' destiny. So if you're a big fan of the Age of Apocalypse crossover like I was back in the day, back then was awesome buying up all those books and we've never seen anything like this.
We saw a preview or a pre-story for this. I don't remember which one. Was it the Phoenix, the giant-sized Phoenix saga, or
I think so, or maybe the Age of Apocalypse.
It might have been the Age of Apocalypse one. That was by Jeff Loeb and Simone DeMeo, and it looked awesome. Yeah. So I can't wait to see this. I think his art style is going to fit this really well. Yeah. I've always loved the designs of the characters. I love the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. Yeah. With like the missing.
I've always liked the Sabretooth. I always thought Sabretooth looked awesome.
And Wild Child. Yeah. You got Morph on there. That was the first appearance of Blink. Was within the Age of Apocalypse.
Cyclops was actually a Cyclops. He just had the one.
Yeah, and he had like the one long gross hair. Yeah, I can't wait for this. It's going to be really, really cool.
Yep. So this is our A cover right here. We have an Ian Churchill variant. There is a Joe Madureira variant. So that's your classic 90s X-Men. There's Peach Momoko variant. There is a retro Halloween mask variant. You definitely cut that out and wear it for Halloween. There's a Scotty Young variant. Those are always great. There's a Taran Clark variant. And there is a Todd Knock iconic variant. We also wanted to tell you real quick before we move on that even though it's not really related, but the X-Men Age of Revelation number 0 that we made our special video on just a couple days ago. We have sold out of those, but we have ordered about 40 more, and they should be here around Wednesday-ish. And the minute they come in, we will put them up on the website. So if you missed out on X-Men Age of Revelation number 0 this week, we will have some more. We just want to let you know that they're coming, because I've heard of some folks paying, $20-$30 on eBay just for like the one that we showed off in that video. And you don't need to do that. You just need to wait a couple days and you'll be able to order them. I think they're $4.99. You'll just be able to order them from us. So more of those on the way, and it's very, very good. Highly recommended.
Yeah, it seems like a very good fall for the X-Men. Yeah. Next up, we have Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum. So I got a chance to read this a couple of days ago. This is really cool. This is going to be a 5-issue miniseries by W. Maxwell Prince, and the art is by Martin Morazzo. That is your writer and artist of Ice Cream Man, which I think it's cool. They're taking that format and that look and everything and applying it to a well-known character like Superman. So this is interesting. It does have, no pun intended, some flavors of Ice Cream Man. In this...
How many? What, is it 31 maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
31 flavors?
So in this, some new colors of kryptonite are discovered in deep space. And they're not just like on the... we know about green kryptonite, red, yellow, blue, pink, black. We know about all those. These are a little bit different. These have a little spin to them that are really fun. But Superman is like, if these, now that these are out here, I need to know what they do to me before they fall into the wrong hands, before Lex Luthor gets his hands on them or whatever. I need to know how to basically defend myself against them or be prepared for something. With the help of Batman, who is overseeing this exposure therapy that Superman's going under, Superman in the first issue is going to take on a purple kryptonite, and you'll have to read it to find out what that does. But it does feel like an Ice Cream Man issue because let's just say what the kryptonite does kind of affects how the story is told of the issue, and that's very Ice Cream Man of it. So I really like this first issue. It's definitely different. This is a Black Label book, so designs for characters are a little bit different. Like the Superman robots in this that are in the Fortress of Solitude look like his chest symbol, but with little arms and legs. That's really fun.
I saw that. That was weird.
But this is, a standalone story. It's not tied in with the main continuity or anything. Just a really fun kind of what if with these new colors of kryptonite.
Yeah, you can see in the top left. This is a Black Label book, so this is not connected to anything else whatsoever.
Yeah, so you can read this whole cloth. We've got a lot of fun covers. So this is your A cover. I want to see
plaid kryptonite.
Yeah, I mean, with some of the stuff they're doing in here, it's not out of the spectrum of styles they'll do. But this is your A cover by Morazzo. That is your interior artist. We also have a Tula Lotay variant, a Juan Ferreira variant, and a Wes Craig foil variant.
It's going to be nice. Next up, we have Marvel All-on-One, which is kind of a nice spin of Marvel 2-in-1 and Marvel, what was the other one? Marvel Team, no, I'm thinking Team Up. Marvel 2-in-1, but this is Marvel All-on-One. This is written by Ryan North, and the art is by Ed McGuinness, and this sounds cool. So this is a one-shot. It's a 50-page epic that's told entirely in splash pages, and I think they maybe mentioned there was a couple of double-page spreads as well, but most of it is like single-page splashes. And this is essentially The Thing, Ben Grimm versus the Marvel Universe. Ben returns to Earth after a solo mission in space, only to discover that the Fantastic Four have turned against him, all the other heroes have turned against him, along with New York City and seemingly the rest of the world. So he's going to have to try to solve this mystery of why is everybody wanting to fight me while fighting everybody, right? He's got to figure out what's going on. I like the line in the solicitation says he's got a mystery to solve and a whole wide world to clobber. So I think that sounds like really cool. Ben Grimm is my favorite member of the Fantastic Four. I love Ed McGuinness's artwork. Ryan North has been killing it on Fantastic Four for the last couple of years, and his new run that just started is also fantastic. So yeah, I think this is going to be so much fun. This is our one shot. This is our A cover. We have a Patrick Gleason variant. There is a Peach Momoko variant and a Sean Galloway Saturday Morning variant.
Which does not feature the Thing.
That's right. He's still in space. He hasn't got back yet. Yeah. But they're plotting against him. They're waiting for him to come back.
He crashes their party and they get mad. Next up, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder #1. This is going to be by Dan Waters, and the art is by Michele Bandini. And this is going to run alongside your main Ninja Turtle series. And what's interesting about this, it says Shredder is a man out of time, betrayed by all those around him without the Foot Clan, and quite possibly insane. So I believe Shredder died in the previous run, and that's why his his daughter had to take over the Foot Clan.
I think it's his granddaughter. I don't quite remember.
Karai or whatever.
Yeah, Karai. Yeah.
But it sounds like maybe this is a Shredder that's pulled from a time in the past, and when he gets there, he learns that, like, hey, I'm not on top. I'm going to, if I want to regain the Foot Clan and my hold on New York, it's going to be basically him against everyone. It calls it a rags to revenge story because he learns that a former pupil of his is now running the Foot, and he's going to have to go through basically the underworld, the enemies, the turtles, everyone to regain his spot. So, sounds really cool. I love Shredder as a villain, and I think this is, I like that they began this Ninja Turtles kind of reboot, or the jumping on point, whatever you want to call it, by not having Shredder there, and letting the Turtles kind of shine on their own without him, and then seeing how do you integrate Shredder into that.
And what will they do when they see that he's back?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, in the original Ninja Turtles, he was defeated by he got kicked into a dump truck
Oh,
or
right.
off
In
a
the
roof.
movie, yeah.
Well, that happened in the
Oh,
original
did it really?
Mirage.
Okay,
Yeah. So hopefully you won't be defeated that easily. So we've got our A cover here. We've got a Bandini cover, which that's your interior artist, so you know that's going to look really good. We have a Kale New cover.
That looks cool.
That's really cool. He also just kind of looks like sleeker and maybe younger.
Yeah, right.
So it might be a younger.
Kind of reminds me right there, except for the helmet, reminds me of Shadowhawk from Image Comics.
Especially the claws that way and stuff. We've got a blank sketch variant and a foil of the A cover, which will be really cool.
Next up is a new series from Dark Horse called Masterminds. This is the first issue in a 5-issue miniseries. This is written by Zach Kaplan, the artist by Stephen Thompson, and this sounds really cool. So it's described as Squid Game meets David Fincher's The Game, and it's about this ambitious and troubled video game programmer who dares to audition for a secret society in the gaming/tech industry. And that secret society is composed of cutthroat genius masterminds that promise to help their members achieve their wildest dreams. So that sounds pretty cool. Actually, kind of sounds like The Skulls from 2000. I just watched that movie again the other day with Josh Jackson. He and his rebellious coworker find themselves in a gauntlet of real-life puzzles that quickly turn deadly. And it says, are they truly smart enough to survive the mysterious game of the masterminds? So, you know, you've got these, you know, programmers, you know, they can solve problems, but now they're in a real life game and having to solve puzzles to save their own lives. Like, all of that sounds awesome to me. Plus this weird, like, symbol on the mask. And
yeah, it's like a maze.
It's kind of like it's a cross between The Skulls and that movie Nerve with Dave Franco and...
Yeah.
You don't know? Okay.
I do kind of remember that one. Yeah.
That's a good movie. I like that. So this is her A cover here, and there is an Aaron Campbell variant. That's almost like the null symbol, just a square instead of a circle.
It reminds me of the front man and Squid Game.
Yeah,
it kind of has that look too with the hood.
Yeah.
Well, next up we have Venom, Black, White, and Blood #1. And I could have sworn we've already got this before, but we've gotten the Carnage.
I think it was Carnage that we're thinking of.
Yeah, we had Carnage. We've had Darth Vader. We've had Wolverine.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting the
Moon Knight,
the Black, White, and Blood treatment. We've got the Alien one, or Predator. Black, White, Blood, and a little bit of green.
Yep.
But this is going to be like a lot of those. This is an anthology series with. It sounds like this one's going to have about 3 stories per issue. This first one is going to have a story by David Michelinie, which is one of your like original, you know, creators of the character, with Jonas Scharf doing the art on there. And it says a story where Venom stalks a vicious paramilitary science outfit bent on weaponizing Eddie Brock's symbiote. So it kind of looks like a jungle story. There's another story that is set in the aftermath of Maximum Carnage by J.M. DeMatteis and Dave Watcher. And then another story by Ryan North and Kreese Lee. So, yeah, if you want some more Venom that kind of takes place in different time frames of Venom, this should be really fun. We've got our A cover here. We have a Mark Bagley variant. I'm sure you're going to be getting some Carnage in with your Venom. And a Peach Momoko variant.
Oh, weird. I got a little Carnage in my Venom.
You can send it back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
They'll fix that.
Next up is Bring on the Bad Guys Dormammu. This is the 6th book in this series of one-shots. I think Mephisto is the last one, so this is the next to last one. And in this one, Dormammu is drawn into a battle across generations. The arcane horrors of the dark dimension come to vivid life as you've never seen him before. What could possibly move Dormammu to help anyone seeking his aid? That doesn't really sound like something Dormammu would do, but maybe he's getting something out of it. But yeah, these have been pretty fun so far. I don't think we have one next week, right?
There's not one next week.
There's not one next week. We've had 3 so far, and they've been pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to this one. This is our A cover. We have a Corin Howell Sister Sorrow variant. She's been pervasive through all these. There's a Javier Pina variant. There's a Miguel Mercado variant. And a Todd Knock Iconic variant.
Next up, Absolute Batman. This has been It's been big. I mean, it's been huge since it came out.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's even building up more steam.
It's getting bigger, yeah.
We have more people coming in trying to get the back issues of it, or asking when the collected edition of the first one's going to be out.
I feel like the first 8 issues were big, like regular size Bane big, but then issues 9 and 10 were like when Bane hits the button and gets even bigger,
the Super Bane big. And this one is going to be really cool. The art, for one, is going to be done by Clay Mann, who I'm a huge fan of Clay Mann. Some of my favorite issues of Tom King's Batman series were drawn by Clay Mann. Clay Mann did a fantastic Poison Ivy miniseries.
He did a 6-issue Ninjak miniseries, and it looked great.
Yeah, so this is going to look really cool and very different than how the series has looked so far. His, I think, is maybe the most distant from the previous artists. But in this one, we are going to learn the origin of Bane. I think that's why they're doing the different artists. Is kind of when they take go back in time or do something.
Yeah.
They want to represent it looking different, so you know.
It was kind of like that issue number 4, which was like an interlude in that first story arc, and that was a different artist.
Yeah, so we're going to learn the origin of Bane, what drives the muscle-bound behemoth, and how did he arrive in Gotham. And that is kind of the question of, like, how long has he been there? What is he really doing? Like, we know, like, we saw him with, like, the business people initially, and he's got ties to Arkham, but, like, what is his position in all of this?
I mean, I thought he was just sort of like a hired gun, but there may be something more to him that we don't know about.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be awesome. Every issue's been awesome so far, so, again, don't miss out on this. It's never too late to subscribe to the series. Even if you didn't get the first few issues, you're going to have the trade paperback coming out, and you can get caught up with this one. So we've got our A cover right here. We've got a Lee Garbett cover. And we have a Chris Burnham cover.
That's awesome. Next up is Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring number 2. The first one just came out a week or two ago, and it was so cool. In this one, we spent the first issue with the sister of the first victim that we ever saw in the first series. In this book, we rejoined Samantha, who is on the cover, that she's your main character. She's the one that's killing everybody. We rejoined her in the cozy confines of her small town life. And the years have passed because this takes place 8 years after the original series. She has slowed down a bit, but she'll still get her paws dirty to protect the life she's built for herself, no matter what it takes. And we got a little bit of a hint of that at the end of the first issue. We also get a peek into years long gone, filling in the gaps between her first kill and the first comic page. So we're going to get some blanks filled in there. But yeah, Beneath the Trees is so cool. And she looks like she's rearing to start causing some mayhem again. So I can't wait for this. This is our A cover. We have a Fleek's movie homage variant from Natural Born Killers, and there is a Beale's storybook variant. Oh, not Riley Rossmo didn't do.
No.
Interesting.
This is a little corduroy.
Yeah. That's right.
Very disturbing corduroy. Well, next up, I've got to take a minute to plug my own self.
This should have been first.
I know. I had to start off with. I couldn't start off with a big, expensive hardcover, but I did want. Thank you. Definitely for 2 issues in it.
I'm going to get mine and just rip out all the other pages except for yours.
Yeah, that'll just be a little leaflet.
Yeah.
So this is Star Wars Hyperspace Stories Library Edition Volume 1. I wanted to point this out because this collects 2 of the issues I worked on for the Hyperspace Stories miniseries. The 12-issue stories. I did issue number 3 and issue number 8 of this. This is by great writers like Michael Morrissey, Cecil Castellucci, Amanda Dibert, and more. Art by Nick Brokenshire, Andrea Moody, and me. So I did the story with Poe and Finn. There was like a train heist issue, and then I did the Kylo Ren issue. It was issue number 8 that I did the cover for and everything that I really enjoyed doing. And what's really cool about this, it's going to have some bonus stuff in it. I have not seen yet what bonus stuff they're using, but I did submit a lot of pencils and character designs because there's a creature in issue 8 that I got to design, and I sent them all of my head sketches for them, so you see all these different versions. Some pencil pages, some roughs, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. This is going to be $59.99, but it's a library edition, so it's going to be big and nice and hardcover and all of that. And if you want to support me, it's not like I get anything from this, but show Dark Horse that this is successful and popular, and send them a message, make a comment, whatever. Let them know that you picked this up and you mostly got it because of me.
Yeah, I mean, you could hit him up on social media and say, Andy's books are my favorite out of this, and I love all the extra material.
Yeah, that would be.
Let him do more.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So, just wanted to point this out. It is $59.99. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories Library Edition Volume 1. Let's hope there's a Volume 2.
Yeah.
It's just the one cover.
Next up is Space Ghost #1. Now, this is a not a reboot or anything like that, but it's basically just a new series, a relaunch.
Like a season 2.
Yeah, kind of like a season 2 of the awesome Space Ghost from Dynamite. It's been running for a year or so, and it's been fantastic. Still written by David Pepose, the artist by Jonathan Lau. That was the artist on the original, right? Jonathan Lau.
So.
And this is the first appearance of a classic Space Ghost villain. Space Ghost and Blip fight to defuse a hostage situation on an amusement park planet, which actually sounds fun. And that's been hijacked by the villainous toy maker. And while that's going on, Jan and Jace are confronted by a mysterious figure from their past, a meeting that will shake the Ghost Planet's team to the core. So, just more great Space Ghosts. If you've been reading it so far, don't miss this one. Basically, it's just getting renumbered, but it seems like it's just continuing on. So we have our A cover here. There's a Jay Lee cover. There is a Michael Cho cover. There is a Behrens cover and an Alex Ross variant.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a new Hellboy one-shot. This is Hellboy and the BPRD. Professor Harvey is gone. And this is written by Mike Mignola, and the art is by Giuseppe Manunta. And that's who did this cover here. So, this is going to have a really interesting look to it. In this, a paranoid antiquities professor goes missing, and Hellboy's search for him takes a dangerous turn when the same person who is after the professor might be after Hellboy as well. I buy everything Hellboy related. I love it. It's up there as my favorite universe of material. I think it's for me one of the most inspiring, and that it's all just from Mike Mignola. This entire universe was birthed, and yeah, they're always fun, always a little spooky, always pulpy, adventure-y. So if you're looking for just a fun one-shot, you don't need to know anything, just a standalone story, check this one out. We've got our A cover, and the one I'm getting, the Mike Mignola cover. It's got everything you want. It's got a skeleton. It's got an octopus. It's got Hellboy. It has
the logo.
It has the logo. It has all of Hellboy wrapped up in one little thing. There's a little creepy statue down there. That's just, if you want to know what Hellboy's about, just look at that cover. It's basically that. Next up, we have more Essential Comics, starting with
Action Comics number 1089. This is the third issue in this new status quo for Action Comics, telling stories of Superman when he was still Superboy in Smallville. In this one, a hero from the past emerges to take Superboy down because whoever that hero is sees Superboy as a reckless hindrance to human progress and a threat to everyone. And for the first time, the Boy of Steel faces off against an opponent with powers beyond his. So I'm not really sure who that is. I think we got a little tease of whoever that character is at the end of last issue. Not really sure. The previous issue, he actually did mention that his powers, because he's narrating, right? And he mentioned that my powers hadn't fully developed yet. So even though he's bulletproof, it still hurts. He can still feel the impact. So yeah, he's definitely not all powerful just yet in this book. So there's our A cover. We have a Dai Kuran cover and a Dustin Nguyen variant.
Next up, we have Aquaman issue number 8. If you read issue number 7, you know some pretty crazy stuff happened in that. Some very startling last few pages, and makes me, you see this cover and you think you know who some of these people are, but maybe they're not who necessarily you think they are. In this one, full of rage and revenge, Aquaman is determined to end Dagon and free the Blue in a bloody battle that will change the king of the ocean forever. I think we're about to kind of wrap up this where he goes and gets the blue or goes and interacts with it, because I know pretty soon he's going to kind of unleash it and return back to the world, and I'll be really interested to see what happens then. But I've loved this so far, and it just gets more and more intense as it goes. We've got our A cover here by John Timms, who is back on art. We have a Gilliam March cover, an Edwin Gallman variant, and a Tirso cover as well.
Oops. This is Cemetery Kids Run Rabid #1. This is going to be a 4-issue miniseries, and this is a follow-up to Cemetery Kids Don't Die, I think is what
okay.
isn't that what it was? And this is from Zach Thompson and Daniel Irizarry. This is set 1 year after Cemetery Kids Don't Die, and after barely surviving the events of that series, which is the one where there was a new game that you could play while you were asleep, and they got sucked into it basically. But it's not like a fun isekai anime; like it was like a horror game kind of thing. So they survived the events of that, and they have now decided that they've had enough of that game. It was called Nightmare Cemetery. They're done with it until the newest DLC called The Blighted Sprawl suddenly appears online with a promise to reveal the truth of what actually lurks at the heart of Nightmare Cemetery's digital darkness and why its effects are now bleeding out into the real world. So
it's like Warcraft. When you think you're out, they pull you back.
They pull you right back
They put
in.
out an expansion. You're like, okay, I wouldn't mind playing that.
Yeah,
I want to be a panda.
Oh yeah, no, I did that too. Yeah,
that's what Pandora did.
So yeah, the game from the first series now has a DLC, and they're gonna get sucked into it again, I guess. So this is our. This just says the B cover. Was the A cover not ready?
I guess the A cover was not ready.
Okay, so this is our B cover from Martin Simmons, and then a G.G. Shaw variant.
Yeah, I need to read the first one because I like the mix of the video game and all that.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Powerpuff Girls Supervillain Summer Spectacular. This is going to be a one-shot, but it sounds really fun. I think it's 40 pages, so this is an oversized one by James III and Carlo Lauro. And in this, the people of Townsville, even its villains, are heading to the beach for summer. But what they don't realize is that maybe the mayor of Townsville is the one who invited all the villains to be there, and the Powerpuff Girls can't figure out why. And they're really bummed out when they get there, and all of the rides and everything are clogged up with all these supervillains and baddies. It's like they jumped the line and they're taken over, and so now they're going to have to figure out a way to have a good summer with all the villains there. So really fun. It's just a one shot. I've liked the Powerpuff Girls series so far, so definitely check this one out if you enjoy them. We've got our A cover here. We have a Sylvia variant. And we have I think this is George Combatus variant.
Next up is Post Malone's Big Rig #2. This is just like the last one. This is a double-length book. It says it contains chapters 3 and 4. It says that one prince of hell is dead, but they've got more to go. If they can turn Leviathan to mincemeat, maybe they'll have time to regroup and deal with the spies watching their every move before Minos' army arrives. I actually didn't get a chance to read #1 in its entirety, just the Free Comic Book Day section, but you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was cool. They do start digging into like the different devils and demons and their names and all of that, and he's got his mission now.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like they're going after some more of them. This is our A cover. We have a Peach Momoko variant. And and then the
they're doing this for an issue #2.
Yeah, so this is we got a couple of these. Do we sell those?
We have one that we might be doing a special unboxing of.
Okay.
We'll just have to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, these blind boxes.
Yeah, so this is a variant bundle box. Now this is for issue #2. And how many's in here?
I forgot how many came in the first one.
Wasn't it 10?
I think so. Have 10? And this one I think is also limited to
3,000 copies. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Next up, we've got the final issue of Book 1 of Bug Wars. This is Bug Wars #6. I really hope we get many volumes after this because I love this first one. In this, Slavemaker stands alone against an army of mites and murderous insects, fighting for the fate of his family. I liked in the last issue where you're like, yeah, but what are all these mites gonna do to his brother and all that? And we saw maybe a glimpse at what they could do to the world,
Yep.
and it was horrifying.
Yep.
It turned into a whole nother thing. So I can't wait for this. I've been getting all of this. I'm gonna probably get the trade of this so I can read it from start to finish as well. So really, really cool. We've got our A cover here, and we have a Mike Del Mundo cover.
This is Supergirl number 4, and this one, wait, I got the wrong notes here. Okay, so sorry. In the aftermath of the escaped Kandorian Lesla Lars rampage through town, Supergirl learns there's more to Midvale than meets the eye when Lena drags her to a secret club that she didn't know existed. And Midvale may seem mild-mannered, but there's something special about it that she's going to learn in this. I actually didn't get to read number 3, and I was really bummed out because I love this book so far. It's really fun. Yeah, so I don't know if that monster's going to pop up, but just more fun around Midvale and more shenanigans as well. This is our A cover, and we have an Art Germ variant. These are always great, and there's an Edgecurve variant. Those are great too. Golly.
And it's just a great time to be a Supergirl fan.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Amazing Spider-Man number 10. Is it number 9 that comes out next week, or number 8?
I think it's 8
because it's like 2 a month,
Yeah.
maybe. So in this, we've only just started this Hellgate story. So we have to see how we get to this point where Peter Parker is resolved to get stronger by any means necessary, and he's not pulling his punches this time. So I'm interested to see what is his. I mean, Spider-Man has never been the one who just takes on a villain with brute strength.
Yep.
He's very tactical. He uses his mind and all of that. But for this, it looks like he's just gonna train hard. He's gonna go in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Right.
He's gonna
train to 10 times his gravity.
Yeah, he's gonna do that. He's gonna put on a headband and get all sweaty and come out. He's gonna go Peter Parker Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really interested. Was it number 8 that comes out?
Yeah, it's 8 that comes out next week.
8 comes out next week. We'll be talking about it on Monday. Maybe we'll have a better idea of what Peter's thought is going up against Hellgate. But I'm really interested. It's a very weird story, but it has me intrigued. So this is your A cover by John Romita Jr. This one is really nice.
Yeah.
It's the Dyke Ruin
I
cover.
love that. That's like almost like a video game, like you're third person.
Yeah, you just jumped off the building. And we have this amazing J. Scott Campbell, just spectacular collection of variants.
I should have called it Just Amazing for this book.
Just Peter Parker.
Yeah. This is Imperial number 3 of 4. I love this. We haven't gotten any of the tie-ins yet, though, I don't know when those are coming. But the conflict that we've seen in the first 2 issues is beginning to spread out into the wider universe, and we find out who's really orchestrating all of this chaos. And the last chance to stop a universal war presents itself. Not sure how, but I can't wait to read it. I love the first 2 issues. I'm very excited for the tie-ins that are coming. Like, this has been, well, it's only been 2 issues, but so far it's been really, really, really good, and I'm excited for this. So this is our A cover. We have a J. Scott Campbell, Just Spectacular variant. Golly, these are so great. There's a Javier Gueron 4-part connecting variant. There's a Manhanini variant and a Scotty Young variant. Poor little Black Panther just floating on an asteroid.
He's having a hard time in this series.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Death of Silver Surfer number 3. Number 2 just came out. It's really cool. And you mentioned that the Fantastic Four were going to come into play at some point.
Yeah, I think they're in this,
the Fantastic Four make a desperate gamble to fight what's coming after Silver Surfer is laid low.
Oh, okay.
And it sounds like maybe they're even going to get the help of Galactus. There's something kind of insinuates that they said at least like Silver Surfer's big villain they might need the help of.
Because Galactus is supposed to be dead, but after the last issue, maybe not.
Yeah, he just kind of looks like a big floating crouton
in
space. But we'll have to see. But this is your A cover, and there's a Casanelli variant.
Which, holy cow.
Really nice.
And next up we have Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe number 2. Number 1 came out this week. It was a lot of fun. And in this one, the Lethal Protector becomes the Deadly Destructor as Godzilla bonds with a symbiote, as you can see on the cover here. And to deal with it, Earth's heroes they will find reinforcements in the villains at the bar with no name.
Oh.
But
those aren't always the biggest villains.
exactly. Those aren't always like the biggest and smartest and toughest villains, so I don't really know what they're going to do. And Black Panther makes a shocking discovery about the nature of vibranium and what is driving Godzilla's rampage, because it seems like they're sort of related somehow. So we'll have to see what that is. So this is our A cover. We have a Dave Watcher Marvelized Mecha Ghost. Wait, it's cut off. Mecha
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider variant. Okay.
Yeah, it's got a flaming skull.
Yeah, this is there's a Jeff Zornow fan favorite variant. There's a John Tyler Christopher action figure variant and a Stonehouse variant.
Some great variants. Everybody loves drawing Godzilla.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Star Wars issue number 4, continuing this main Star Wars series. And this one, Leia is in the clutches of the Xantark stormtroopers, who are kind of this, maybe just people who got some old stormtrooper armor. We'll have to see. And a message from the Clone Wars sends shockwaves in the present. So I'm really interested to see what happens there. But issue number 3 came out this week. So here is issue number 4. We've got our A cover here. We have a Chris Sprouse Revenge of the Sith 20th Anniversary variant. We have a Jesus Says variant. And we have a John Tyler Christopher action figure variant.
Next up is New Avengers number 3. And in this one, Bucky and Clea infiltrate Hulk space to try to track down a physically imprisoned Bruce Banner. We saw a little bit of that at the end of issue 2. And the Hulk space is a concept that was introduced in the current run of Hulk. I don't really know what it is because I'm behind on that, but like basically Bruce Banner's locked in the Hulk's mind and they're trying to get him out. While they're doing that, the rest of the team must survive an all-out onslaught from the Hulk. They're trying to basically distract him while Bucky and Clea are in his mind trying to get Banner. And 2 Illuminati members have joined forces. And it says they've set their sights on the new Thunderbolts. And that's what the solicitation says. So I feel like that solicitation was written before they decided to change the name, or maybe there's another team of Thunderbolts and they're gonna. I don't think so though. I think what they mean is they set their sights on this team right here, the New Avengers. But the first 2 issues were fun. Can't wait for this one. This is our A cover. We have an Andy Park Marvel Studios variant, an Ivan Tao Illuminati variant, and a J. Scott Campbell Just Spectacular variant with Black Cat. I'm sorry, Black Widow. Holy cow.
You call yourself a nerd.
J. Scott Campbell and Black Cat, they sort of like go together.
That is true. Yeah, he's.
Wait, did I just say Black Widow? J. Scott Campbell and Black Cat are very synonymous because he draws her so much. So I guess I had Black Cat on the brain.
Now I can't even think straight. Okay, next up we have continuing stories. Starting with Batman Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice, number 2. We didn't get a chance to go over number 1. I think maybe that was in the box.
That was the delayed shipment.
In a delayed shipment, but I do want to go back and read it.
Yeah.
In this one, Metallo attacks as Lex Luthor rides his steam and kryptonite-powered robot.
Sold.
Yeah. And the new team of heroes must stop Luthor from finding a mysterious artifact that could grant him power beyond his wildest dreams. So, sounds really cool. I need to go back and read issue number 1, but I like how they're building up this universe of heroes. We've got our A cover right here. We have a Clayton Crane cover.
That's awesome.
And a Tirso cover.
Next up is Green Lantern Corps number 7. Now, this is the second part of this big crossover that is getting launched in Green Lantern number 25 that comes out next week. We'll be talking about it on Monday. That story is called The Starbreaker Supremacy. So this is the second part. And with the Sorrow Lantern ignited, all of the emotion in the universe has been sucked away by the Starbreaker Corps. And a strange trio of non-organic lanterns devises a plan to bring the Spectrum back, leading the Corps to the Source Wall and the secrets therein. So if you've been keeping up with Green Lantern, it's been getting bonkers in the best way possible. And next week is the start of a brand new crossover between the 2 Green Lantern books. So this is going to be a lot of fun. This is our A cover from V. Ken Marion, this is a connecting cover. I love his work. There's a Serge Acuna variant, and there is a Ryan Gonzalez variant, and that's it.
Next up, we have EC's Blood Type, issue number 3. I've had a lot of people come to this kind of, later.
Yeah.
They've been picking it up as it's been on the shelf and then adding it to their pull list because they've really enjoyed it. And number 3, the hunter becomes the hunted as Ada learns the true nature of her mysterious foe, and she's in way over her head, or at least that's what she would like them to think. So it sounds like she's going to kind of be on top coming up. But this is your A cover by Mercado And we also have a Sorrentino variant, who is your interior artist.
Next is the UnChosen #2. The first one came out, I think, last week, and I loved it. I thought it was great. And in this one, Brother Riley and Vasha, who are the two, like, teachers at this school that we haven't seen yet, but they know that their only refuge is the tower, and we saw that in the first issue, which is the stronghold of their secret order, which again is kind of like a school that teaches these young kids to use the power of the word. But first, they'll have to deal with the UnChosen, and I didn't really know this at the time, but apparently the UnChosen are these characters on the cover. They're magic-wielding warriors that are hell-bent on seizing Ada for their own ends. And Ada is kind of like your Kitty Pryde character,
Yeah.
you know, when she first joined the X-Men. Ada's kind of like that as well. I thought the UnChosen meant, like, I thought it meant something else, but apparently it refers to this group of characters. We saw them in the first issue fight against Vasha, and it was awesome, very cool, like magic energy powers. I mean, you can get an idea here. Like, I love the first issue. It's going to be a 4-issue series, and this is the second one. So this is our A cover from David Marquez, who writes and draws this, and then the B cover is also from David Marquez, and that's Vasha right there.
Next up, we have Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman, issue #3. This is a 6-issue miniseries, and I got to sample some pages of this one. It looks really, really cool. In this one, Trinity is about to learn that third time's the charm as she meets her mother in the past that leads to death at the paws of the fearsome Cerberus. So if you've been enjoying this, don't miss issue #3. We've got our A cover right here. We have an Amanda Connor cover, which is awesome. And we have a Jimenez cover. Next up, we got Cover Gallery. Some really cool covers you should see. Starting with...
This is Fire and Ice When Hell Freezes Over, #5 of 6. This is the Jack Hughes variant.
They've been doing so many fashion-y covers. Are really cool. Next up is Peacemaker presents Vigilante Eagly double feature, #5 of 5. So this is your final issue. We've got this David Tulaski cover. And we also have this Doug Monkey cover. So very fun, and just more stoked now for our next DC cinematic thing with Peacemaker Season 2. So getting jazzed.
This is Psylocke #10. This is the Corin Howell variant. And then we have another J. Scott Campbell Just Spectacular variant.
Then we have Ultimate Black Panther #19. This is the Ken Lashley variant. It's really cool.
And this is the Wolverine #12, J. Scott Campbell, Just Spectacular collection variant. And I just realized that J. Scott Campbell is the same initials as the Just Spectacular collection.
Yeah.
I just made the connection just now, so wow.
We also have the Spider-Girl #3, Javier Guerin, Spider-Girl Funhouse mirror variant. She looks more like Abomination there with the spikes and everything.
And this is Savage Sword of Conan #10, the Mike Mignola foil trade variant. Or the trade dress, I guess, is in foil.
Which is weird about this one because this, I don't know if this is early for this, but the regular covers weren't available. But I guess because it's foil or something that you got to get your orders in early on this Mike Mignola cover. Next up, we got Bookshelf, some cool collected editions this week. Starting with Birds of Prey by Gail Simone. I've already pre-ordered this. I love this run of Birds of Prey. This is maybe one of the longest runs of Birds of Prey there was. And this is by Gail Simone, Ed Benez, Joe Bennett, and others. It is beautiful. It is very action-packed. It collects Birds of Prey 56 through 90, a story from Birds of Prey Secret Files 2003, #1, and pages from Batgirl 57 and Batman 633. So if you've never read this, definitely check it out. It is a fantastic run of Birds of Prey. I've been also buying single issues of this just because I like it so much.
I really like Ed Bennis' art in this.
Yeah.
It's great.
So that is going to be $125.
This is Batman, Ego, and Other Tales by Darwyn Cooke, the deluxe hardcover edition. So this is going to be $39.99, and you have works from writers such as Darwyn Cooke, Paul Grist, Jeff Loeb, Amanda Connor, and Jimmy Palmiotti. Artwork from Bill Ray, Tim Sale, and J-Bone. And this collects 70 pages of material that was not included in the original printing of this.
Wow.
So I think I have the trade of this, or maybe like some kind of, I think I got this in a box set when The Batman came out. It was a box set of like books that inspired the movie, and so I think I have that there, but it's not this cool, awesome hardcover, but it's a really cool story and a cool collection of other shorter stories as well. So don't miss out for some more great Batman stuff. And Darwyn Cooke, I mean,
Yeah,
got to get everything he's got.
And next up we have Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe. This is the collection of all of the one-shots we just that just wrapped up. So against Thor, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Hulk, Spider-Man,
yeah.
and another one. I can't remember.
Avengers.
Yeah, all of them together. So this collects all 6 one-shots, and it's going to be 168 pages. So this is a pretty decent sized collection, and it's going to be $19.99. Next up, we got new printings.
This is the Marvel Swimsuit Special, Friends, Foes, and Rivals, second printing. This is from Alexander Lozano. This was a really fun book. It harkens back to the swimsuit specials of the 90s, but there's actually a story in it as well. There's a reason for the pinups instead of just being a pinup book. So a lot of fun there. So if you miss it the first time, you can get the second print.
And another one I'm going to be getting. This is Invincible Universe Battle Beast #1, 4th printing, and it looks awesome. So I love, especially when they do different covers for these. So yeah, if you are trying to collect all the covers, or somehow you missed out on 1 through 3 of the printings, you can grab this 4th printing.
And this is the VR Troopers Power Rangers Flipbook Facsimile Edition. I don't know much about this.
Yeah, this is the I think it was the first time the VR Troopers was in comics. Maybe the first time Power Rangers was, but it was like a 90s flip book.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say, it looks very kind of 90s, very old school.
See, it's based on the hit TV series Bonus Photo pinup and stuff. So this is really fun, especially because the VR Troopers and the Power Rangers right now are kind of simultaneous series. They are reprinting what I think is their first comic appearance.
Nice.
That is it for Comics from the Future. Thank you so much for watching. Head on over to infinityflux.net right now. You can place your pre-orders. Everything you pre-order, you do get 10% off of, which we don't say all the time, but it is a very nice bonus little feature. Also, if you don't have a comic book store, you can set up a pull box on there. It is free. Everything you pre-order, you get 10% off of, and you just become one of our family that we love and cherish. Stay tuned for our video coming up on Monday. We'll be going over some of the big books coming out next week, and there is a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of #1s. There's a lot of big event books. There's a lot of really cool stuff. So don't miss out on that. Like the return of Batman Hush 2.
Yep, part 4.
Gonna be there.
Yeah.
Superman.
Superman #28 comes out next week, and it is awesome. And it plants the seeds for the new DC KO event that was just announced yesterday. Or 2 days ago.
There's that. Yeah. There's Justice League Unlimited. Just a whole we got a whole big bags next to us. Of
Absolute Wonder Woman. Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Yeah. Gwenpool. We can continue the investigation of who actually that Gwenpool is.
Moon Knight, Marvel's most underrated book.
Yeah, so plenty of stuff. Join us on Monday for that. And go ahead and subscribe to our channel to make sure you don't miss out when that is released. But until next time, see ya.